Hi everyone. Thank you for joining me today for this brief yoga practice. Always listen to your body, listen to your breath, find variations as you need to. So this pose gets into the inner thighs and hips as well as the upper back and shoulders. And you can modify it in a variety of ways, which I'll go into. You'll need a blanket and 2 blocks. If you don't have any blocks, you can also do it without blocks. It's just an option. So starting in table pose, lengthen through your spine and do a few rounds of cat-cow, warming up your spine. Inhale cow, exhale cat. Inhale cow, exhale cat. And any movement that feels good to you. So remember, always listen to your body. If anything I suggest doesn't feel good to you on any given day, opt out, find a variation, just really listen to what your body needs. So having the blanket on your mat provides a little extra cushion under the knees. You might place the blocks at the low setting and widen your knees, almost as wide as your mat. Separate your feet slightly and sit your hips back to that space between your heels. Make sure this feels okay. If it's too much, lift your hips and bring your toes to touch like a child's pose. But to get deeper into the hips, you'll have the feet slightly wider. Bring your blocks a little closer, about shoulder distance apart. And we want to bring our elbows onto those blocks. So placing your elbows on the blocks, hands in a prayer position. Move your elbows forward on the blocks a little bit. And then hands stay in the prayer position. Take your forehead to the mat. Hands may or may not come up towards the upper back, but find what feels good to you. Make sure your head is supported. So if your head doesn't quite make it to the mat, you may not need the blocks. You might just have your elbows on the mat and your forehead to the mat might come, and your forehead might come to the mat a little easier. Or if when you had your elbows on the blocks, you weren't feeling enough of a stretch, some of you might turn the blocks up a notch. To get a deeper stretch into your shoulders, just make sure your head is coming to the mat. You want to make sure the head is supported. So if it can't quite make it to the mat, you might place a towel or another blanket there to support the head. So find your variation, and we'll hold here for a few breaths. Invite your hips to be heavy. Soften into your shoulders and make sure your neck feels comfortable as you breathe here. Notice your breath. And then thoughtfully make your way back up. Bring one knee in and then the other. And notice how you feel. Notice your shoulders, upper back. That can be a very calming pose. I hope you enjoyed that stretch. Thank you for joining me today. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.